Hello, everyone. I'm Roy Steinberg, the producing artistic director at Cape May Stage, and I'm so grateful that you could join us. We've been doing a series of these play readings, and right now we're going to be doing A Second of Pleasure by Neil LaBute. Now, he's an interesting guy. Neil LaBute first came into everybody found out about him when he did a film called In the Company of Men, and since then he's had a number of hits, Fat Pig, Reasons to Be Pretty, and really one of the more interesting plays was a play called The Mercy Seat, which was the very first reaction to 9/11. So this play will be read by Holly Ann Williams, who has been with us before in Barefoot in the Park and The Taming, and Jackson M. Thompson, who appeared with us in Sex with Strangers. And the stage directions will be read by Mitchell Malnati. Mitchell, take it away.
A Second of Pleasure. Two people standing at Grand Central near the clock. Let's call them Kurt and Jess. He's studying the train ticket in his hand and she waits patiently for him. She looks at her watch and each of them carries a travel bag. After a moment, she stops and looks at him.
All right, here's the thing.
What?
The thing of it is, I don't really want to go. I don't. I guess that would be the actual thing of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see.
I know. I'm standing here. I've got my bag in my hand and all that. But if you were to ask me right now, hey, you sure you want to do this? Go up to the country this weekend? I'd say, no, not really. I would. I'd say that. No, thank you. I don't.
But you already said yes before.
I know I did.
I mean, before now, today, this minute. You said yes earlier this week.
You're right. I did do that.
And that was like Tuesday or something.
Late Tuesday, I think. But yeah, yes, it was.
So, I mean, you had all week to say something. Train boards in like 10 minutes.
I realize this is sudden, unexpected.
Very. It's very much that.
I know. I didn't want to do this. I mean, I did. I did want to tell you earlier. I wanted to call you or something, an email. But then today I had something happened, and it gave me this idea that I should say something.
So you gave it a lot of thought then?
Huh?
I mean, it didn't just pop into your head this minute when you were buying tickets or whatever? You mulled it over.
Well, I didn't, I wasn't up the night because of it. But yeah, I tried to find the right approach but then suddenly I'm standing there, I'm buying snacks and I'm thinking to myself, like, gosh, I really need to say something. I do. And right now.
Oh.
And that's what I was doing when you touched my shoulder. I mean, you said, you okay? And that's what I was doing at that very moment.
I see.
I was coming to a decision about it.
Without me?
No. I mean, yes. All right. It's not like I was purposely trying to leave you out of it. It's just, it's just a one-sided deal, right?
I wouldn't know.
Come on.
Seriously, I'm big on sharing, on being open about stuff, whether it's painful stuff or not.
Please.
I am. I'm completely that way.
Fine. I understand.
No, I don't think you do. You don't, or you wouldn't approach my feelings in so cavalier a manner.
I'm not being cavalier. That's a little dramatic, isn't it?
I think it's a pretty suitable metaphor.
Well, it's a bit much, I think. Plus, you couldn't really. I mean, I'm a woman. It doesn't even work, your analogy.
I know that. I do, but you get my point.
I do, yes, but it's kind of grand. That's all. I mean, cavalier, really?
Women can be cavalier too, It's not just a male thing.
No, I know. I was just traditionally it was for men doing that, being all that way with swords.
True. No, you're probably right. I was hurt, so I lashed out. Sorry.
People are having to walk around them now, so Kurt signals for Jess to move aside near the newspaper machines.
I understand. I'm just saying that, isn't it better that I bring this up now instead of in the middle of dinner tonight or tomorrow during a second set of tennis? I'm trying to be fair to both of us.
I see. This is you being fair.
Well, in a way, yes, trying to be.
Great.
I really am.
Terrific.
Well, see, now you're just angry and you're getting all huffy and everything.
No, I'm not. I'm really not.
You sound like it to me.
I'm not. I'm just taking it all in, dealing with it as our train's leaving.
Well, it's not going yet. We've still got a few minutes.
Whatever. Doesn't really matter now, does it?
Is
It's
it?
moot. Yeah,
Is
I
it?
think so. I think it was, I think it was invented for a moment like this. That word, moot, just like this moment right here.
Okay, I don't know. What I'm saying is that there's still time, whether we both go or just you. There's still time to go. Get on board.
Oh, that's comforting.
God. Let me walk you down, okay?
Kurt doesn't say anything, just turns and begins to move off. He stops, though, and looks back at her.
This is unbelievable.
I can't help it. I needed to say what I was feeling.
And you did.
Yeah, I did. I did do that, and I'm glad. And I'm sorry if it feels, but I'm glad. So, rest is up to you.
Wow. You've got an answer for everything today. That's great.
I'm being practical. There is no reason that you shouldn't enjoy this. I'm just letting you know up front that I can't do it this time.
Well, not exactly up front. No, that would have been Tuesday night up front, Wednesday morning at the latest.
Right. Yes, that's true.
No, I think you'd have to go ahead and call this last minute what you're doing here. Besides, thoughtless and shitty and maybe even mean-spirited. I think that this would go down as last minute.
I deserve that. So go ahead.
I don't know if you deserve it or not. It's just how it makes me feel. You haven't said why you're, nothing about that yet.
Because I feel bad for him.
Oh,
That's why. Okay.
you feel bad
Yes, I do.
for him? You mean him? Him?
Yes, my husband.
Got it.
I was packing when it started, going up and down the stairs and throwing a suitcase together, and having already laid out the groundwork of heading off to the Cape with some friends, get away with the girls, blah, 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 blah. And I see him in the kitchen, and he's in a suit. He's still in his suit jacket, having cereal for dinner. It was a kid's cereal, and I was watching him leaning forward with his tie hanging in the bowl, just almost touching the milk. And it hit me. It did, just right then. It just kind of hit me like a shock or something, like a little bolt of lightning. And I sat on the stairs, and I couldn't breathe for a minute watching him. And I realized that I was feeling something that I hadn't felt in a long time for him, my husband.
My, oh my.
Yeah, I know.
This is a surprise.
Believe me, it was for me too.
I'm sure.
I mean, we've done this before, done it and didn't think twice about it or what it meant or how it might feel, how he might feel. No, I just did it. But not today.
So you can't go. That's what you're saying. Don't want to now.
No, I can't. Not this week anyway.
Not ever. Maybe, from what I'm hearing.
I'm not sure. Honestly, I don't really. I'm confused by it myself.
Right.
I am. And I hope you believe me, but this is the best I can do. Just and try to identify my feelings, put my finger on it.
And I appreciate that. Would have been nice if you could have put your finger on it, like say Thursday or something, but hotel's booked now and everything.
I know. I'll pay you for half of it if it helps at all.
No, come on. You know it's not about that. The cost, please.
I know. It was just, I mean, that image of him just sitting there in the breakfast nook with that carton of Count Chocula. I saw him with a puddle of brown milk in his there in the bowl, and it made sense to me what I had been doing to him, the hurt that was piling up because of this, us.
Us? You mean us? Us?
Yes, you and me. But as I sat and I watched him eat, and trying to scoop up all those little marshmallow pieces with his spoon, I felt like a kind of pleasure. But only a second, really. It was just, it was so deep and honest that I remember everything about why we had come together and married and had our children and lasted this long.
Jesus.
Through sickness and money troubles and recessions and war, and even you and me. I mean, we had weathered all of that and we were still together, that man in there and me, because of like a pleasure that we brought to each other, something that, I mean, if I probably never had the chance of finding us two. I'm just being honest.
Yes. Brutally honest.
I'm sorry.
You could have. I mean, you could just say, I can't make it this time. You don't have to be all Bram Stoker about it, drive a stake through my heart.
I don't know. Maybe I do.
God, that's shit. Wow. Listen, if that's the case, then okay, I understand. Hell, I feel the same way. Every time I look at one of my kids and I say how bad I feel about missing a soccer game, that kind of thing, I can't stand that crap. I hate soccer, actually, but I detest lying to them.
No, I agree. I've always hated that part of this.
Not so much with my wife, because, well, I don't know. I'm not sure. She's an adult, and I'm just used to it. After doing it so often over so many years that it's really become not just natural, but kind of comforting in a way. It warms me a bit to look into her eyes and deceive her.
Oh. Well, I hope that's not true.
That sounds bad. I don't mean that I'm looking for opportunities to do it. Of course not. It's just that it's become a kind of ritual between us, even if she's not really in on it. It's some form of closeness, actually. I mean, I wouldn't just lie to anybody. I guess that's what I'm saying.
I think I understand.
Good. Well, I should probably get over there then.
Yeah, all right. So you're still, I mean, you're gonna go ahead and...
Yeah, I mean, I already did all the legwork here. Might as well try to enjoy it. I'll probably get some work done, maybe a round of golf or something. Or maybe even come back early, take the kids to a movie, who knows.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I mean, weather's supposed to hold up through Wednesday.
That's good.
I hope the hotel is nice. It sounds nice.
Yeah, it should be. I'll cancel all your treatments at the spa there.
Oh, are you sure? I can call if you...
No problem. I'll take care of it.
Okay, fine then. So I guess I'll see you.
When?
Oh, I don't know, actually. I just said that. It's just one of those things you say if you're not sure what else to say. Filler.
Right.
I don't know if we will or should even, not for a while.
I figured as much.
Yeah. I mean, with the way I'm feeling now, it's, I mean, we should just probably... So I think they just called their...
Yeah, I better get over there.
Yeah, track 23.
Yep, that's it. Okay, so
Yeah. Take care.
You too, I guess.
They hug and then hesitate, both suddenly nervous about their surroundings rather than connected and passionate. A peck on the cheek just about does it. Kurt nods and looks at her, kindly but concerned, and touches her on the shoulder.
Hey, listen. Let me ask you something quick and be honest. It seems like it's the time for that right now. Honesty.
All right, if I can.
Did you, in all these months together, did you ever feel that type of thing from me? What you described about the cereal and your husband with his tie in the milk there. Did you?
Well,
I'm not saying that exact same kind of pleasure, but something. Anything. Did you? From what I ever did, or
um,
from us together? Well, you can tell me. It's okay. I'm curious. That's all.
it's just not really a fair,
Even once. Just one time. Once.
no, I didn't. No, not ever.
Okay. All right. I was just wondering.
I'm sorry.
No problem. So I'll see you then.
Yeah, fine. Sometime.
Sometime soon.
Maybe. Hope so.
Be nice if it was soon.
I know.
I'm just saying, my opinion. That'd be nice. Soon.
We'll see. But have a great weekend.
Will do. Okay. See what happens.
Okay, sounds good. I can't promise. Listen, I mean, we bump into each other all the time. I mean, not just us, but people, all of us. Just back and forth across the world. And sometimes it's all life and death, and other days we barely even notice. And that's what we do. We pass each other. And maybe next time I'll cling to you. I'll never let you go. Or maybe we'll act like we never even met. So why don't we just wait and see? Okay? Life's funny that way, you know?
Yep. So I'll call you when I get it.
No, don't do that.
You're right.
Don't.
Fine. I'll just
Okay then.
Okay.
Bye.
This time she is the first to go. She nods and then turns away, moving off toward an exit without looking back.
Bye.
Kurt remains where he is, watching her slowly disappear into the crowd. He doesn't move. End of play.